Happened to hit 60 degrees to open up the month of March yesterday. Now, as we take a look at our weather almanac for this March 3rd, we've already had a high of 64. Nah, we're not going to hit that high of 81 degrees that happened back in 1983. But at the same point in time, it is a delightful start to the month of March. As we go back to last year, we were so wet to begin our month. We have to remember, we're already 2 inches down from where we were in 2020. And then March, April, and May is when we almost got historic as far as the amount of precipitation we were able to pick up. Now, by the time we get to the weekend, we are going to see some scattered rain, and then we'll start talking about thunderstorm activity, but that won't be until next week. But this is a friendly reminder that this is Severe Weather Preparedness Week, and so always a good idea to not only, one, get your emergency kit together, also two, if you have a weather radio, make sure it's functioning, change the batteries in it, make sure you got it tuned to the right signal, and also three, talk to the kiddos. Always an important thing as far as what they need to know, because with the delightful weather we're going to have, they're going to be running around the neighborhood after school. And while they don't have anything to worry about now, it's always good to just keep that top of mind for them as far as what they need to look at when we know severe weather is going to roll in. Also, too, Skywatch Weather app. That is going to be a key function for you to have the utmost, first and foremost, information throughout our severe weather season. So all you have to do right now, we'll bring this back here at the end of the 7-day forecast as well. Dylan, if that's all right with you, my incomparable director up there. All you're gonna have to do is grab your phone, take your camera, take a picture of that, and it's gonna send you directly to the Skywatch Weather app. Now, let's continue throughout the course of our day here as we've got temperatures that are sitting very, very comfortably in the low to mid 60s. Let's go 64 in Joplin, 65 in Independence, and 61 in Nevada. As we progress through our day, it's going to be absolutely delightful. Tell you what, Dylan, I'm gonna need you to go back to max 1, my friend, not on max 2, please, because we've got everything rebooted, and I think I'm ready to rock and roll. Famous last words. And yeah, here we go. Stay on max 2. I'll kill time. It's absolutely fine. There we go. So our temperature is very, very comfortable. No worries about anything like that. Now, as we get into the course of our week, we're actually going to have a couple repeat performances for Wednesday and Thursday as far as lots of sunshine and very, very mild temperatures. We really don't need to worry about anything until we get to the end of the work week for the most part, because what we've got cooking off the West Coast is a big low pressure system. And what we'll do is we'll kind of take a look at this in particular as we see that low pressure working in off the Pacific. And what we're going to have is rain coming out of the west. Very unusual. You know, usually we talk about a whole lot of Gulf moisture that wants to work its way down here. But all those Gulf thunderstorms that we saw for the past couple of days, they've already moved out to the east. They're actually headed off to the Atlantic. As a matter of fact, the contiguous 48, no threat of any thunderstorm activity for today. What we're going to pay attention to, and I know this sounds a little bit bizarre, is this working its way toward Los Angeles just earlier today, making landfall. Big low pressure system. And it's really nothing serious, but it'll be kind of interesting because this thing will actually maintain stability and work its way toward the Rockies. Now, once it does, turns into snow, obviously, with the upper elevated areas. But then, once it gets on the west side or the east side of it, back into rain. They are looking at severe thunderstorm activity mainly along and south of I-40. Now, I-40, not 44. I-40, and so our rain, as it progresses towards us, looks relatively light. A little bit of a cold front on the backside of it that's going to drop us down into the 50s here for Friday. But at the same point in time, look at this nice rebound for Saturday and Sunday. Like I said, just a delightful start to March. Now, that's that thunderstorm activity I was talking about, wanting to rear its ugly head Tuesday evening and night. That's too far out to see exactly how severe it's going to be. But now that we're in March, we know the drill. And so once again, we said we'd bring it back for you just in case you wanted to go grab your phone and take a picture of it. The QR code, as we like to call it. You just take a picture of what's on your screen right now. That's going to deliver you to the Skywatch Weather app. It is free. It is available for all your mobile devices. And once again, with this being the beginning of Severe Weather Preparedness Week, and really the beginning of severe weather throughout the 4 states, Doug and Nick do such a fabulous job of keeping us updated, because that has a tendency to happen, you know, evening into the late night hours. I'm not saying I skirt out of it. You know, don't want to skirt responsibility. I just want to emphasize how important and smart and intelligent those two are with keeping us updated on that.
Hey, there's many times that you come in 2 or 3 hours before your shift just to watch the stuff that's happening overnight.
They're the brains behind the operation. And like I said, hey, when severe weather hits, who do you think I'm listening to? Nick and Doug.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Michael.